Hello everybody, welcome to an episode of Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell. And today I am going to rank the 7 CDs that I have of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And I'm going to be ranking them from least best to best. There is no such thing as worst with King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, for sure. Now, you'll see which ones I have as I go along. If you're not aware, so I have now 7 albums, and I listen to them at least twice each. Okay, at least twice. And in fact, I just got done playing Polygon of Wonderland because I ended up getting all my CDs back. My good friend who I lent them to listen to got his fill. He listened to them at least 3 times each, and so he ended up bringing them back to me today, and so I was able to do a ranking for you and a rating of each one of these. Now we're going to start with number 7, the least my least favorite of them all, but I still love it. I still give it a strong 7.5 out of 10, and that would be the Teenage Gizzard. It's okay. It's a lot of gibberish, a lot of just yeah blah, 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 like babbling, and echo is very echoey. But I still think it's awesome. I still love it. So it is a pretty good King Gizzard album, and and it's only half an hour long, so it's not a very long album, thankfully, for what it is. I mean, I think it's just perfect for what it is, short and sweet, and yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. It's just that it's okay. It's good, but it's not really the meat and potatoes, you know. And then now at the number 6 position, gum boot soup. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, and I'm giving this an 8, a solid 8 out of 10, just because. Yeah, I mean, it is a collection of songs. It is not. There's no real concept to it, and it is basically just kind of like I said, leftovers, which is hence the title, Gum Boot Soup. It's a excuse me. It's a soup. It's because I'm drinking some Dr Pepper. So yeah, it's just a collage of leftover material, leftover songs that they had left. Yeah, and then they put it all in one album. It's still great. I need to listen to it again very soon. But yeah, it's that's why this is at number 6 on my list. Put that back here for now. At the number 5 position. Now, me being a metalhead as much as I am, you would think that this would be rated a little higher, but and I'm not sure why it would not be rated higher. I really love it. I give this an 8 out of 10. An 8.5. An 8.5 out of 10. And that would be the Murder of the Universe. Yeah, that just gets an 8.5 out of 10. But that's at the 5 position. And it's cool. It's good. I really enjoy it. It's like it's basically the way it's chopped up is 3 songs, but it's in 21 different parts, 21 different little chapters, but three major acts. It's a cool album. That's why this gets an 8.5 for my scoring, and it's at number 5. And at number 4, and again, I want to put this just a little higher, but it is rated 9. Okay, this is a solid 9. We're coming up to the 10s there in a few minutes, but this is a solid 9. So I say Polygon of Wonderland. I just ended up finishing playing that. Oh, by the way, you may have been noticing that there's a blank space here. Yeah, this is going to start. This is actually going to be arranged. Those might not stay there exactly. I am going to actually put something up there. So when I before I want to get into, I do want to get into this, but I'm just kind of sidebar what's going to be going up there amongst a couple of other little things here I'm drawing up here and there is that I've been working on my Nonagon Infinity thing, and I did some changes since then. I still have a lot more work to do, but I want to show you what the progress is so far. And the next time you will see it, probably will be up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing one tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow. I know tomorrow's Sunday and I don't usually have that much time, but I will try to do a video tomorrow. So here it is. Here's my progress, okay? Now try to imagine all this writing here all along the bottom is going to fill up all the background. I still got to color it in. See the lettering here, the white is going to be all colored in. You can see where I'm continuing where the pencils are. And I'm just using I'm kind of cheating a little bit and using stencil. I could kind of letter them all out myself if I had really wanted to, but I'm still going to continue down with the phrasing all the way down, and if you can read it says Nonagon Infinity opens the door, and the DOO and OOR. Then again, Nonagon Infinity opens the door. Wait for the answers to open the door. I didn't continue the writing behind the behind the symbol. I kind of, open. That's an N, right? See, OPEN, but the starts over here instead of continuing behind it. So I'm going to be doing that for the rest of it. So I'm just going to pretty much repeat this phrase all along. Basically is Nonagon Infinity opens the door, Nonagon Infinity opens the door, wait for the answer to open the door, Nonagon Infinity opens the door. So that's what's going to be continuing to be repeated until I get to the end. And so I'll let you. You'll see, and then of course you see how now since my last video, I blackened out the inside there. Now take a look at that, okay? Because it's most likely going to go here, okay? I want to kind of take a look at that myself too. Yeah, that's where it's going to be once it's all done up, and I think it's going to look fantastic. I'll have something here. I'll have something up here too, eventually. So not to worry. We'll have that all fixed up eventually. So yeah, I'm eager to finish that. I've been playing, and of course I've been just playing nonstop King Gizzard in the last 24, maybe even 48 hours. I've been playing a lot of King Gizzard. I've been just kind of hooked on that at the moment. And the only thing that would kind of get me off of that right now is if I had word of a new a Sparks album that I don't have. So let's continue with the rating. So I say this was at number 4 in the ranking. So, and this was I say I call that a 9 out of 10, because it is awesome and I do love it. Now I just want to give a little word about this particular album, Polygon Wonderland. Now, it's distributed by a company called Flightless Records, which is the band's own label. They own that company, okay? And when they made this album, they said, now I paid about $20-something for this album, okay? I remember I paid about $20-something, but this is a free album. It doesn't belong to the band. They gave it to us for free to do whatever we want with it. If we want to make as many different copies, a lot of people have made special edition copies of this album, like on LP form, CD form, or whatnot, and donated the sales. And donated the sales to charity. So I'm hoping that the money I paid for this album either goes to the band, which they say they don't want money for this album. It's free. It's free. It's copyright free. But I want you to go, and I want people to start telling that to YouTube. Okay, that the band themselves, they are the company, and they have stated that this is free. So why is YouTube, like, if I were to play this album right now, YouTube would block it for some stupid reason, and it should not be blocked. It's not copyrighted. It is ours. It is the people's album. They gave it to us. So let's I hope YouTube can smarten up so we can actually play this album out loud and not have to worry about them giving us a copyright strike. No, that it's ours. Just want to let that be known. I think that's genius of them. That's so nice of. So for me paying for that, yeah, I'm just hoping that money somehow gets put into charity somehow. Yeah. Now at the number 3 position, and I love this album. I mean, the more I play it, and it's their only so far. As far as I know, it's their acoustic album, and that's the Paper Mache Dream Balloon. Those those melodies, those little key changes, and all that goodness that they put in there with all the acoustic work and everything, it's not electric. They went completely acoustic on this, and it's so delightful, and I find myself humming these songs more than any, and I keep going back and playing this and playing this and playing this because it's so good, but it's in the number 3 position because what's in the number 2 in 1 position, yeah, and yeah, let's get to it because yeah, I could I don't know what else to say about that except yeah, this I think this is probably a great starting point, but what I have at number 1 is probably the best starting point. If you're going to try to introduce anybody to this band, yeah, you probably should do it with either this or what's in the number 1 position. But this is number 3. Now, at number 2 position, and oh, it's so close, so close. Oh, by the way, this is a rated a 9.5. Yeah, this is a 9.5. I actually love it really a lot more than Polygon Wonderland. Yeah, I do. I mean, as much as I love Polygon Wonderland, yeah, there's something magical and just a little dreamy about that arrangement of songs. No, it pains me because I waited so long to get this album that it couldn't be a little higher. But like these are both okay. These are both 10 out of 10s. These are they're equally 10 out of 10s. And when I say that one of them has to go to the number 1 spot. Like I can't just say no. These are both number 1s because in reality they are. I mean, and this is just counting what's in my collection. I have heard other stuff from other albums, and I need to get those. There's so many other albums, but out of the 7 that I have, it's across. It's up between these two. These two are head neck and neck. They're both 10 out of 10s. So which one is going to be the number 1 spot, and which one should be in which one should be number 1? Which one should be number 2? If you twist my arm and you force me to pick one over the other, so hard, so hard, because that microtonal beauty. And I waited so long to get this album in my hands, and now I own it, and I'm like, oh, it's just I get chills still that I have this in my hand. It just makes me so happy. And but this is such a delight to listen to because it's so everything I ever want in a rockin' album. I honestly, cause I just played Polygon and Wonderland, and this is much heavier than Polygon and Wonderland. not quite as heavy and dramatic as the Murder of the Universe, but but I still can almost consider this heavier in some ways. I think this is such a great album. So I'm so tossed. I'm so like yeah. Okay. This is gonna have to be at the number 2 position. Oh, it pains me. It pains me. I really want to put this at the number 1 position, but it has to go to this. The concept, the sound, the whole looping aspect of it, and how every song blends. It's just like one major and I love the whole concept. Don't get me wrong. This is like 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 0.000000001%, lower than this. If I had twisted my arm, it's such a small margin that it shouldn't even count. These should be sharing number 1 spot. But yeah, twist my arm and okay, here it is, but by a slight margin, because this band, yeah, I suggest digging into it. I'm at the end of this episode. I'm going to leave a card right up here in this corner so you guys should check out the Gizverse as it is. It's not by me, but it's by somebody else, and it's a great jumping off. Even though there's some spoilers in there if you haven't heard any of those albums, but I think it's a great place to start to give you a great idea of the multi-dimensional aspect of this band's work, and the deep meaningful beauty in its message and what it's trying to do, and just the genius behind all that musical forte, that they're talented. I just want to go through that. And so, yep. So that's it. That's my rating and ranking of the King Gizzard albums that I own. Only the 7 that I own. So I'm going to just say goodnight for now. I'm going to do my best to give you a video tomorrow. I will be doing my hot chicken video Monday. I'm going to try to do it as early as possible. But yeah, I'm really shooting for Monday. And so I hope to see you all there, and I look forward to seeing you again. So as always, please be safe, take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please everyone have a great day, evening, night, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.